Recent stocking market oscillations, gyrations, and other manifestations have me, Bill Smooshfoot, just reflecting. I'm certainly ready.
Action.
When you think about money in the historical sense, it has a calming effect on one's nerves. I've been thinking a lot about monetary systems lately, the strange nature of it. Well, I think about the actual thing itself, the money, the dollar. What does dollar mean? Do you know? It made me think of the Roman soldiers. Of course, the Roman soldiers were paid in salt, which led, of course, to the phrase, worth your salt. Probably why they didn't fight very well in the rain. Salt seems to me to be an odd way to pay a man. But there they would go, those legions, shoulder to shoulder, and it doesn't make a bit of sense that they would overtake the known world for seasonings. I don't understand it. How on earth did our most fundamental transaction between one another as human beings somehow become abstracted? Wouldn't it be nice to go into a sandwich shop and be able to give to that man a fine length of hickory wood? That's what a salami man wants. Something for his fireplace so that he and the wife, perhaps a small furry children like I never had. How do we get on that shit? How am I supposed to just be reflecting? Of course, you've heard me talk many times about the Native American cultures, and of course the beautiful system of wampum that they had. What could be more elegant? Gathering by the seaside, beautiful shells colored purple by the incoming waves. Myself, of course, I've never actually seen the ocean. My second wife was from a shore town, and therefore I hate the ocean. There's somebody here that's in charge of keeping me on the script, and when I get off the script, somebody's got to say, Bill, you talking about your divorce again, damn it. I sometimes think to that first man, the coin maker, who from the rough materials he mined from the earth created the first coin. Who knows what inspired that first coin maker, but I'd love to get a hold of that son. If I walked into a shop, see a fine, older, perhaps middle-aged woman, busty, who had in her own lap fashioned certain dolls from available natural materials. You find her beautiful, and you're gonna hand her something abstract, something that is not from you? What kind of culture is that? Wouldn't it make better sense to draw from your pocket something enormously personal? Why are the interns laughing? Something that you had made yourself to barter with this robust woman. Perhaps you could give her a large hickory log. These are the kind of personal economies that we have to find. We need to get away from these abstract concepts. Imagine a more personal transaction. One in which, as the sun goes down, you emerge from your domicile and walk down the humble sidewalk to your neighbor. You smell coming from the house beautiful cooking aromas that she's fashioning her famous homemade tortillas. You knock on the door. She answers, rather robust, middle-aged woman. And you accept her warm tortillas. In exchange, you give her a humbly fashioned pillow. These are the kind of smaller transactions that can still save this country. As you go about your busy day in this great and grand materialistic society, take a little time to make something and to trade it with someone else. I'm Bill Smooshfoot, and I'm just reflecting.